Okay, in today's video we are going to look at naming the notes in the key of F using the three naming systems and the basic rule that governs the identification of a note that makes up the major scale of keys. Okay, into nim we have some three basic rules to be a govern woman ultimate key be skill. So what I say, and then a baby has sad and ye be dear. Okay, so say ye say sa naming systems in a dear Bako. 1 is the alphabetical system, 2 is the musical solver system, 3 is the number system. At times we add the Roman numeral systems to it, but today we are going to look at just 3. That is the alphabetical and the musical solver and the number system. We are going to look at these 3 to find the scale of the key of F using the basic rule that governs the identification of notes that makes up the major scale of a key. Okay, into ABA we say alphabetical system. What is an alphabetical system? When we say alphabetical system, back in the days when we are in crèche, we were taught A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, the moment you hear alphabetical system, then you have to think of A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? All right. The moment you hear musical solver system, what comes in mind? You have to know. That is what you are familiar with. That is what you are addicted with. That is your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay. The moment you hear musical solver system, let this pop up in the mind. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is what we called musical solver system. Okay. When you hear number system, what comes in mind? Number system. That means you are going to number the notes. So numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you can say it and say it. When you hear number system, that is what have to come in mind. 1, 2, 3, that is numbers, right? Okay. You see, you may ask, what is that basic rule that governs the identification of the notes that makes up the major scale of keys? You may ask. Okay, that also refers to your R, your WS, your WS, your HS, your WS, your WS, and HS. What do I mean by saying all these things? Your R stands for your roots. Your WS stands for your whole step. Another WS stands for your whole step. HS stands for half step. Okay. Enti, when say to what's when say on the keyboard, we have 12 keys on the keyboard. 12 keys on the keyboard. That is your start. It starts from your C, your grandfather. C. Then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see, we have 12 keys on the keyboard. So today we are on key F. We are going to find the scale of the key of F using this basic rule that I'm talking about. Okay. You can say unim major note o key of F, any F major note. All right, so let's assume that you already know your F major note. This is it. Then you've tapped on it already. Okay, how do you find we are using the musical software system. We are using the musical software system. We will come to the alphabetical system and the number system. Right now we are using the musical software system. Okay, so we have assumed already that you know your major notes of the key of F. You've tapped it already. How do you find your re? Using the basic rule. Now this stands for your R, that is your root, right? Inti yebefani say we no any inhini any duani inhini inti we ni na eba abeso dua no emma by make the branches of a tree. This is the root of a tree, right? Yes, for example, this is the root of a tree. So we and the eba abeso ebinyini eye emaya eka ho ni na madua no adimu. So what I say, nti ebeye den ana we na ye root no de to no so a eye re no ebeye den ana watumi hu using the basic rule, whole step and half step. 1, say na de na tie, say na tie obo hu say unyanya root we ni we are. When you find your root already, the next is your whole step. When you root na we ni de to aso ebiem a odi be hu ore no e whole step. E kwan ben so na whole step no be fa obi hu. You see, whole step means jumping on a key to the next key. Whole step means jumping on one key to the another key. All right, my end is simple. Inti ubon say you can whole step e say uhri atra key bi aba the key a eto ano so. Jumping on one key to the next. So what I say, when so yam fan kwayechi ye de kwayenim. So what I say, unhuri mba wachi uhuri kwayenim. Okay, inti sesa na tie dia a kwaya mefa so me hu me we no, and say then I will jump on the key of F sharp to the next key, and this next key will serve as my re, right? We have assumed already that I know the root of the key of F, but I don't know how to find the rest of the notes to make up my skill, right? and I'm using the basic rule that governs the identification. That is my whole step and my half step right now. Enti me hu ye no me huri tra we no na me benya we say we na me huri atra no e ba be serve as my whole step. So I jumped over this F sharp to the next key, and this key is the one going to serve me as my re. So what about this key? How do I call this key? Then this key is gonna serve as my whole step. Okay, this key is gonna serve as my whole step. What I say? So jumping over a key to the next is called a whole step. All right. Okay. Inti say my baba be whom me re. Me person me whom me. Law no so nene say a whole root code whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, then half step. And also 8. Okay. Inti me then na me. And the rule says whole step first, then another whole step again. So that means I will jump over my G sharp or my A flat to the next. That is A. And the A is going to serve as my mi. And the A flat or the G sharp will serve as my whole step. Okay, so this is the roots. Whole step means I've jumped over this F sharp to the next. Then you see that it already sounds re. And I want to find my mi. The rule says another whole step. So I jumped over this key, which is G sharp or A flat, how you want to call it, to the next. That is A. And already it's sounding me for me. So let's hear if it is true indeed. Do. You see, re. That is correct. So already it is sounding very nice. Do, re, mi. So how do I find my fa? And the rule says HS. That stands for half step. That means I will not jump over any key. That means I will not jump over any key. So I'll just move straight to the key followed by the mi. You see? That means I'll just move forward. I won't jump over any key. I'll just move forward. Okay? So then I'll move forward. So because I didn't jump over this key, then this one will serve as my half step. This one will serve as my half step. Okay. Inti I made no so. And the rule says another whole step. That means I will jump over this key to this one. And this will serve as my so. And this will serve as my whole step. So from here, I jump over this. Then I stand on this. Then this serves as my so. How do I find my la? And the rule says another whole step. That means I'll jump over this key to the next. and this will serve as my La, and this will serve as my whole step. How do I find my T? The rule says another whole step. That means I'll jump over this key and stand on this, and this will serve as my T. How do I find my Do again? The rule says half step. That means I'll not jump over any key. I'll just move forward. So I move forward and I find my scale of F. So let's see. Root, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, then half step. And it is sounding very nicely. Then you can hear your Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. The same thing applies to the alphabetical system. The alphabetical system, you have your F, this your G, this your A, this your B flat, this your C, this your D, this your E, and this your F again. You will use the same formula, just that you will change the naming system, right? The same thing applies to the number system, just that you won't use any other system, but you use the number system. So you count this as 1, this as 2, this as 3, this as 4, this as 5, this as 6, this as 7, and this as 8. Sorry, and this as 1, because this is 1, this also is 1. You understand? That's all. I think this will help you a lot to know what exactly you're playing. And if someone asks you, you know the scale of a key, how did you find it? I think with this video, you'll get a lot to tell the person how you can find the scale of a key. And with this rule that I just taught, you can use it to find any scale of any key. Sorry, you can use it to find a scale of any key. You can use it to find a scale of any key. Okay, I think this will help a lot. Keep practicing. There are a lot more to come. Thank you, and God bless you.